Hey everybody, it's Jake again. Welcome to this week of what's happening at Aristotle. Today we're going to get into a little bit of the science part of the proceedings and part of our overall process. So what you see in front of you, this gorgeous colored liquid in this column in this cylinder is whiskey. It has been aging in oak barrels for some time. I've had it in stainless steel tanks for a little bit to just kind of like meld when I married all the barrels together. So what you see before you is barrel proof whiskey. So today we're gonna check and see what that proof actually is. We're gonna do it the old school way. What do I mean by that? What I mean is what you use for this is what's called a hydrometer. This is specifically calibrated to a certain density weight, and the further in it goes into the liquid down, it gives you a reading. There's graduations on here. I don't know if you can see that. We'll get a zoomed in picture here in a little bit when we actually drop it in. But this one is specifically calibrated to be between 105 and 125 proof. Right? And our barrel strength is usually at 120 proof. So now that they've been sitting in a while, there's been a little bit of angel share that might have shifted or changed a little bit. So this is where we're going to test it and check it so that before we proof it down further, we know what the start point is to be able to accurately hit the final proof that we're looking for, which is 100 proof for our single malt whiskey. So you can see I'm handling this with gloves. I've previously cleaned this thoroughly so that there's no oils or anything else on it. And so you handle it with gloves because it is very tightly calibrated. Any oils that would come from your hands or anything else on this would, influence the overall weight of this, and it would throw off the reading. So let's get started. Okay, ready to drop it in. Let's turn it so we can see the numbers. All right, it's a little bit hard to see here, but it is right around 121.8 for that reading. Okay, now that we have an accurate reading of what this density is, we actually need to correct it for temperature. Because as you know, the lower the temperature gets with water, the actual more dense it gets, and the same holds true for alcohol. So that will slightly adjust the reading that we just achieved. All right, and I'll show you the old school way to do that as well. Okay, and so what we're doing here is we find our temperature at the top, and our proof reading was 121.8. So we take it to the 63 on down to that 121 to 122 range, and we're somewhere in between 119.8 and 120.8. And so we can extrapolate that 121.8 to be 120.6. Okay, well that does it. I hope you all enjoyed. After getting that original reading at 121.8 at 63 degrees, we ended up at 120.6, and when we put them in these barrels, we had them right around 120. So we actually gained a little proof over this time. So it sounds like mostly some evaporation happened mainly from the water that was in the barrels and absorbed into the barrels themselves, and not so much the alcohol. So all of that is great, and we're less than 0.5% off of where we started. Again, hope you enjoyed getting a little sciencey with me today. As always, I appreciate you, and be safe until next time. Thanks.